I was supposed to be there.
Anytime you need me, girl, you know I'm by your side. And I know that you know that I can make it right. I feel just how you feel tonight. Let me do what I can do to make the feeling right.
They don't know if it's easy or deezy. Did it bally, no bally. People they see me with CC, or they eye me like Kaale. I bring mine in the party. Can I vibe with your cardi? Caesar Milani. I'm the best with a doggy. How you gonna test me a nani? And I'm here west with a Marley. Wallahi. Draw for Salang, Aunang for Italian Toddy. I got both like Bobby and Bobby. Hardy and Hardy. Lardy the Dardy. Plus a plug is my charge. You best mind your walk with your shots.
What's good, Cammygbr, y'all? We are here. Now, I decided to do something a little different. Now, as I said at the start, and I'm going to repeat later on, I'm supposed to be at this event. At this moment now, I'm supposed to be in London. It's supposed to be big, chilling, meeting everyone, right? However, three lines, all a bunch of pish. There's no point going through everything, but just a bunch of pish, honestly, and I missed it, which I'm gutted about. But figured what I would do is they had the first event on caffeine for first UK event on caffeine, I think, because the other ones would have been Twitch with the Premier Battles streaming when they had the tournament on. So I figured, you know what, I'm not there, but let's just get honest recap of each battle and line it up. So that's exactly what we've done. Now, you'll see it all time-stamped underneath for each battle, so check as you want, or whatever you want to do. It's a little bit, I feel like it's a bit of one of those longer videos, but let's do a little breakdown of the whole event first. First of all, the stream was crisp, very crisp, like actually a good stream. I was kind of surprised and a bit cautious about it because caffeine can struggle with their streams. It can be in and out, and so seeing it as it was happening, it was actually a really solid stream, like at least quality wise in the battles, and you know, one angle, nothing crazy, just enough, you know. And for what was it, £10? Like, I think that's how much it was costing. It was like, you need a certain level of gold, 10 quid. I'm not mad at it at all. Title match was amazing. Frankie and THESAURUS was amazing. You know, a lot of great battles on the card. Don't Flop's back, and I'm hoping to keep the same energy. Like, I think for what's happened in the title match, I think we need to look at a big card now when it comes to UK battle rap, because how great is it now if you had a Don't Flop Premier Battles of Shorty Horror QUILL, Gemini Bizzle, or you know, other way around maybe. Like, that's a main event that sells out. I'm telling you that now. That sells out 500, 600 people at least. Then you can throw your scoops in there. You can throw, you know, you can throw your talent. You can throw Frankie's and all. You can throw all these people in there. But you have them two as your co-main and main event. That's selling out Brixton Jam. That's selling out most events. So it now would be a great time for that. If they're looking for a sold out event, that's a logical way to look at it. One thing before I really talk about each battle, right? One thing, sorry. The fucking intermission. Oh my god. If I was there, I would ask the host. You know, I would have asked to do something. That intermission, the same beat, over and over and over and over again. Like, just nothing else. I just wish there was other things, and that's why I'm saying they could maybe had a hosting thing or something, because, bro, like that was ringing in my head. This is a day later, and that's still in my head because it was played for about 4 or 5 hours, constantly. Just something. If Don't Flop want to go this caffeine route, which I think good, I think they should be, like, and there'll be a lot better space for it. They need to work out some sort of someone talking in the pay-per-views and some sort of interview, or maybe a battle in the background or something, you know, like something so the same sound isn't repeating itself for constantly. But that's me nitpicking. Let's get through to the whole event, man. Salute Don't Flop. I will be there at the plug. See everyone there. Prediction for the plug coming up real soon. SEANKRAY versus RAWWZ. Good battle to start the event. So we had a situation at the start where we didn't know when the pay-per-view was starting. It was like having this little, you'll probably hear a little bit in the background. It was just going, and there was no one telling us, oh, it starts here, it starts now. But the first, it looks like it's just going to be straight battles. If it was me, I would have loved to host, but never mind. As I was saying before I got distracted, Kray versus RAWWZ. Yeah. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. SEANKRAY's got such a great concept of the crowd. Like, he knows what the crowd is wanting. He knows what to say. He knows how to say it. He knows how to put it across. He knows everything. It's really, really good to see. So, considering that, and he did exactly nothing was a dry spot for SEANKRAY. So, everything, all the jokes, the crowd was loving it, and working in multis more. But I can't give up to RAWWZ too, man. That's 8 years out and didn't look any different. He looked improved, which is difficult for our first battle back. Really improved. So, how I scored it. First round goes to SEANKRAY. I think that was RAWWZ's weakest round. Good round, but weak, and I think he tried to do the jokey thing and then go into, I'll discuss the other two in a sec. Sean out the gate, straight away, getting the momentum and going. That's a pretty clear round. Second round, RAWWZ has a bit more of the bars, he's putting things in, the multisyllabics are way better than the first, and I think he had the Amelia Lockhart rhyme scheme, which was sick, and I think the second was probably Kray's weakest round. Probably, because RAWWZ needs to stick to the bars, like that. He needs to stick to that. It just seemed more natural for him, and his presentation when performing bars versus performing jokes was more natural. Like, I give it 2 more battles, and I would have loved to have seen like RAWWZ versus Raptor. I don't think they battled, like, especially if there's an 8-year gap. But I would have loved to have seen that. The way that RAWWZ was putting his shit together, edging that round to RAWWZ, because again, SEANKRAY was hitting everything. In the third, I'm giving it to Sean. RAWWZ, another great round. It was great because both the battles just went up the way, essentially, except maybe Sean did a better first round, but everything was hitting again. And RAWWZ was trying to talk to him a bit more, and you know what, he done really well. But I would say SEANKRAY edge in the third, just the generalship that SEANKRAY has. But RAWWZ's return, well done, my man, well done. And I look forward to seeing your battles now, because I was a little skeptical of you being back. I look forward to it now. So you done exactly what you needed to do, RAWWZ. You're back, and I would want to see you more, maybe versus REEVERSE or Christ, who else? Kingsley, maybe. I'm saying these new up-and-comer guys, maybe versus Lazy if you hadn't battled him before, or maybe a rematch. Like, I think you'll be a name with a lot of potential battles to happen. if you do more. But you've definitely got my attention now and my respect for coming back. But SEANKRAY is the fucking man, and we need to put respect on his name, especially on Don't Flop. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, that's that one, and on to the next one. I don't know what it is. I guess I'll be surprised. Right, we just got done with LOSO and REEVERSE. REEVERSE is he's out of that rookie bubble now. He's completely out of it. He's now established. Let's make that clear. He's established now. This is a battle rapper. This is near top tier. This is one of them guys now. You put the pressure on LOSO. You know, the big performance at the end with the braids on, and you know, the Norse mythology. He's really trying to talk to LOSO. I fuck with that heavy, and you know, but starting off with the sarcasm. This is what we know, and this is what he's doing. I think the LASO bar in particular was a highlight for me.
Fuck Red Dead. This is my redemption. If no doubt someone quits, I'ma ride with weapons. I said if no doubt someone quits, I'ma ride with weapons. He thinks we're angering. Bitch, we're angering. Like a western. It goes so with a lasso. The line's connected. Let's go! Keep going! I said if no doubt someone quits, I'ma ride with weapons. He thinks we're angering. Bitch, we're angering. Like a western. It goes so with a lasso. The line's connected. That's how you get a horse to wind his neck in.
LOSO. You know what? I give LOSO a bit of shit because I feel like nicest way possible. I think LOSO could be a bit corny. Like, I mean, I know I can be, you know, everyone can be, but like, I see him in battles. I would say watch the John and Jack Bond. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see how LOSO's behaving on stage. But I say that, and I can't take away anything from his ability in battle rap. Like, in 48 hours, tailored material for REEVERSE, incredible, absolutely incredible. And I think the Meghan Markle bar was just enough for me to give him the edge on the one round bar.
His funeral will look like Meghan Markle when they start thinking of you. Because even though in London you might seem to be huge, in America you will be more known for being in suits.
But that's not one to judge, one to enjoy. Amazing shit. Oh my goodness. What's happened there is there was about a 40-minute, 45-minute delay. I'm not sure what was going on because I'm not there. Fucking oh me, old bastards. But that being said, waited a little bit, a few drinks in, and we are at Emerson Kennedy versus Crow. This is the one battle I wanted to come to specifically. QUILL versus Gemini, great. THESAURUS, Frankie Fraser, great. The 2-on-2, great. All great names, but I seen Crow versus Emerson Kennedy and went, Emerson is my favourite battle rapper. Like his style, like what he does. I want to go. Booked everything accordingly afterwards. Because yeah. So, this disappoints me. Disappoints me when I say 30 ball to Crow. There's not much else to be said. Like, Emerson stumbled a little bit in the first. A little bit. It was a little. And he had a few bars here and there. But that first round was clearly the joke round. That was clearly him testing the crowd and then trying to go into his shit in the second and third. Like, and Crow came out the gate swinging.
You've got a couple punchlines, but mine are more deadly. Crowbars get inside of your head like the voices that try to torment me. I'll cleave open your cranium. I'm trying to find your core memories. They'll be able to tell that I'm unhinged by the signs of forced entry. Oh, jeez!
Swinging. What does he say? I'm balling, kicking the stars like the Champions League, like kicking the stars in the round like a champion, like fire, like you know. And it's annoying because Emerson had some good quotes, and his quotes was the best of the battle when he wasn't joking or choking. That's exactly what I would say this, right? Like, he had that Tiffany and Cole line about slavery, which was crazy. And
I don't ever play, right? Crow is not where trouble at. I started writing for this battle. Looked at his image and said, I don't fuck with that. Went to Dubai on a desert trip. Forgot I had to fucking rap. I was on a camel when I realized I had to double back. I make triple what you want from Smack. What numbers are you figuring? Bro, I've been raided so many times, knock jokes are triggering. Do you even see the difference? Saying not what you want from me. I bought my girl jewelry that truly she ain't even want from me. I think it was reparations. If not now, well then it's gonna be. I was trying to reverse slavery. I bought Tiffany and Company.
This is Emerson Kennedy and had the fucking whoever told you can't judge a book by a cover doesn't know how magazines are sold, so let's turn a page. Like, fire. I needed a lot more of that and not what you done in the first round. I know Emerson's that because he wouldn't have done this versus Twerk. He wouldn't have done this versus most of the people that you would have battled. I wanted what Emerson Kennedy does, and Emerson Kennedy didn't do what he does. Like, and I'm saying this out of total respect. He tried to fit the crowd. The crowd is no different to any other crowd. Okay, throw an English reference in there, but do what you do. That's for all the internationals. Do what you do. Don't care about the crowd. Throw a reference in there to justify. Then do what you do. That's what we want. But yeah, second, Crow cooking again. You know, we're just, you know, punching. Bush, bush, bush. And just, you know, landing the line that makes him win the round because Emerson fell apart. Long pauses. And then the third, the long pauses again from Emerson and a choke. But Crow kept consistent. Crow had a stumble or two, but I mean, in that situation, I don't care. I don't care about you stumbling because you've not fumbled it. Like, Emerson freestyled the end of it. What? But I get it. You've got the caffeine strain you're trying to run in battle and whatnot. I think this was a big task for Emerson to do. So is what it is. I just wish someone else did the caffeine so he could do the battle. Like, I would have just made more sense, but. And apparently Emerson's supposed to be at a fucking freestyle thing. I respect him from dipping out from sincere ciphers to come do this battle, man. Yeah, I think Crow needs to have a look at the next belt or something because Crow, give him more big opponents because Crow's rising to every occasion. Like, every occasion. So, like, Crow's a staple, man. Salute to Crow. He's a staple in the culture now. And Emerson just didn't do what Emerson was supposed to do. As I said, joking and choking. I get it. Y'all are gonna be just as annoyed as me hearing the same fucking sound. Bruh, anytime there's not been a battle, it's been playing for, like, I've heard this on repeat for like an hour and a half, maybe. You know what I mean? Not because there was a gap between the last battle, but overall so far up to this point, the intermissions has been about an hour and a half at least of time between each battle, and mental. So, just done Uno versus Lefty. Good battle, a good battle. I think Lefty's first round angle about Uno being fat fell flat because Uno's not fat. He's very skinny. I'm fat. He's no. And Uno just had the performance in the first round. Uno was just popping shit. And I think all three, Uno was super clean, super confident. Everything was landing. He had a purpose to everything he was trying to say. But that first round in particular was really, really, really hit him. Second round happens. I don't know what the fuck Lefty tried to do there. I get it's quite funny putting the soundboard in that if you were to be like, if in Lefty's round he got reloads, that round seems way longer. And I think he banked on that. because he had an extremely short round with about 45 seconds of rapping, and he put a sound deck out and ding, ding, and it was a sick beat, but it was just so short. It was done like that, and Uno came back, swinging again, and that was at that point I was like, God, this might be a body almost like similar to Emerson and Crow, but then the third happens, and you know what? Lefty returned to form, and both of them was just a fool your mum round, like your mum joke round, and it was funny as anything. It was a really good round. Lefty maybe covered a little more ground with it, so I'm probably edging Lefty, but you know what? I could see in the building everyone saying that Uno would have won that 3-0. Because Uno just had the performance, the reloads, the coming backs, and just a whole crowd with them. I mean, if I give Lefty a round, I would edge the third, because Lefty was really putting in work in that third round, whether it's mum jokes or not. I think starting it off with the your mum eats the pizza crust before the pizza, it's hilarious. It's great. So that one is a 2-1 to Uno. Pretty clear. Debatable 30. A debatable 30. But this has been a good event so far. Let's keep it going. Right. So, just had the Bad Bars battle. It was fun. There's no way of judging it. It was fun. It wasn't like the first one. It wasn't quite... the magic wasn't quite there. However, that would have been a huge ask to even try and replicate what happened on the first one. But it was fun. Not much else to say. I feel like Marlo rapped a lot longer and Marlo had the worst bars. So that means Marlo's worse. I think that's kind of how we were working it out. But yeah, it was fun. What else could be said about it? It was just a good time. Marlo rapping about a fox's bottom was pretty good, and punctual, like I'm never late for work, like punches here and there, but like it's meant to be bad bars, so something you just fucking laugh at. But Shuffle T's performance though, feel like if he just had a bit more, he'd be worse. I mean, they won the battle, but they'd be worse if he had more time. He cut his round a little shorter than what Marlo did, or Marlo had more material, one or the other. But Marlo won the bad bars. I think we're waiting on Frankie Frazier versus Thesaurus, and then it's the title match. Ooshed. Feel like I'm looking drunker and drunker by each recap as it happens live, and now like my face just going. Still the same song. Still the same song. Thesaurus vs Frankie. Great battle. I'm looking really drunk now. Really great battle. It's exactly what I wanted from the battle. It's Frankie did his classic, say the punchline and then rhyme the punchline. It's like an extend the line. I think if I was to make a term for it, I would call it the second wind. So he was doing a lot of that in the first, however his first was choppy, and Thesaurus out the gate punishing Frankie for not having his whole first together, at least with such a strong, solid round. Everything's hitting and bish, bash, and bosh. Like, Thesaurus got the first round there. The second, very close. I think after the first round, the battle is even. The battle is even, and that's a big compliment for me to say for Frankie Frazier, because you can see that Frankie and Thesaurus is a big idol of Frankie, so the fact that they were even is massive. And you know, the second round, man, edged it to Frankie. I think that was probably his best round.
It has side effects, so pick a hand, right or left. It's that time, life or death. You have all been given the exclusive invitations to this man's timely end. It is you being hanged by the neck. and it's a black tie event.
His best round. The third was very close to the second, but the second was probably, for me, he really showed out Frankie, and you could see the confidence and the aggression coming out way more. It kind of felt a little less confidence in the first, and by the time he got the second and third, he was hit, like just incredible. I think it was the second where Frankie had the LOSO, swear to God, I won't put hands in a. Swear to God, I won't slap THESAURUS. I put my hands on a Bible, which I'm not mad at Frankie and LOSO. I think for the whatever battles he does next, I think he does his battles throughout the year, but he deserves another international. I think he really earned the respect of everyone. And I mentioned this when I was in Greece in the predictions, the Bobby battle and not having another battle afterwards. He's earned top tier plates. He's earned it. What else can be said? He's earned his top tier plates. Like, I don't know. Did Frankie versus Reverse happen? That's something I would really like to see. If it didn't happen, but I feel like it might have. But that second round, Frankie Edge, and the third round, Frankie Edge. I'm giving Frankie the win. I think THESAURUS had everything going into the third. Like, Frankie had a great round, and you know, he punching and whatnot. He had similar momentum, a little dip, but similar momentum to the second. And THESAURUS just needed to go whoop and just turn up a little bit. And you know what? In the start of the round, in the middle, I would say THESAURUS was on his
Acts
way.
as if my career's done, but I've been snapping different since year one. Get trampled quicker than Shere Khan if I scrap and give him the fair one. Blasting him with a spear gun through his abdomen to his eardrum. I'm on a champion of the year run. You're on a happy just to be here run.
For a nickel, I'll coin the phrase. Like, he at the start was going through it. I don't know if it was a short round or just the way he ended. It just sort of went boop, and just ended short. So I'm giving that 2-1 to Frankie. That is massive for Frankie. A great battle through and through. Nobody lost. Just Frankie 2-1, second and third. Great win. Ilmac. Hello, we got some smoke here for you. Your partner may have just lost the battle versus our guy here. You might need to try and teach him a lesson. If you can, get back to us as soon as possible from the UK. Thank you very much. Click. Ooshed. Title match. You know the great thing about not being at the event? I can just pour whatever combination and just, it's a drink. You know, it's like council dinners, but with alcohol and mixer. So I've got this cherry I thought it'd be quite good with some coconut, like rum. And I put a little bit of lemonade in it. Just because we're testing shit, and we just, you know what I mean? You just throw whatever on the plate, you just throw whatever on a drink. You know, as long as you're not overdosing. But to put that on a fucking thing. As long as you're not overdoing it, you'll be absolutely fine. So let's talk the title match. Gemini and Quill. Let's go round by round. First round, Gem goes. Gem's pretty light. Gem is pretty light. He's covering all the grounds. He's hitting all the bars. He's doing what he can. But it is light. It works with the crowd. But is it attacking Quill? Not entirely. Like, there's punches about Quill. There's you know, multis and whatnot. The momentum building throughout the whole battle was great. So Gemini was doing good work there, right? But the classic phrase of a strong round. So is a strong round beatable? Yes. Yes. And that's exactly what Quill did. Quill came out swinging. Like, all the performance, the theatrics, and everything. Just really applying pressure. And it was So one of my favorite things about Quill is like, I think Gem in the first round kind of took the whole I'm too cool approach. Like, I'm too cool to be doing all the shit that you do, but fuck that. He's going off. Like, Quill is doing, I don't care if it's cool or not. Realistically, battle rap is not that cool. Just let's remember that. It's not that cool. And so when you see someone giving 100%, it's great. It's like, fucking right, give it 100%. So, and Quill really did that in the first. I gave the first to Quill. Gem and I turned up in the second. He had the rebuttal, which landed. That shit hit.
Or a loss. You know I'm taking your spot. Rapping better. Hey, ignore that shit. I was actually speaking. That was just the sound of his career getting shattered to pieces.
God. What? And it was just in the middle of a scheme. Obviously, it wasn't the same part, and I've been sick if it was, but it wasn't. But he was able to just turn back on, go right back into autopilot, which was fire. And at that point there, the second round where Quill was talking about all the gimmicks, and he does the bottle shit, pump fake the bottle, that was fire. Like, yeah. I think in that second round with Quill did great as well, and you could see the aggression, pressure, like the pressure on Diamond, the white face.
Gemini, right? Then there must be a glitch in Matrix. That's why he got a chip on his shoulder. Because whilst he was recharging his batteries, I stayed tired. Became the champ of what is now his main desire, so you should remain quiet. But I think his memory confused, he tripping out. But I guess that's the way his brain's wired. I'm UK's finest. I've strangled Gem till his face whitens. Oh, I guess pressure really makes diamonds.
Anyway, you know, all the shit that he was trying to do there was great, but just wasn't enough for what Gem and I had in store. So I had it 1-1 going to the third. Gem has a really long round in the third round, which is, you know, that's how you play this shit, you know. Ours not going to call time. It's a title match. Probably should at some point, but he's not going to because he wants all the material. So, third round's happening. Gem and I's going crazy. And at the end of the round, he does the bit of the cheat. He kind of cheated a little bit, doing the whole I am, don't flop is me. I like the whole in referencing shit, like did the whole classic thing. And you know what, Quill? So for me in my stream cut off a little bit. I had like a 10, it just froze. Now mind, this stream's been going great. It's actually been really good. And it just cut off. So I came back and Quill's had a little bit of jokes. This is the start of the round. A bit of jokes here and there. He's not quite got into the fast-paced rapping. He does, I think he does a bar like that. That is a bit of a fast pace. And then he just stops. And he's out of breath. He's keeled over, like, and like, you know what? It's like the amount of pressure it takes just to rap, right? Especially at the pace that Quill's going at. You're going to burn out. Anyone would burn out. And it was just so unfortunate. Like, because when he got back to it, he was cooking. And then you can kind of see that he just sort of just let it go a bit. And especially for a third. Get over and done with. I know that I've lost. I may win the second, I may win the first. But I leave it up for grabs. And he cut it. But yeah, that title match, it was good. It was great to watch. And I'll talk about this event a little bit later. 2-1 Gemini first. No, second and third. Quill with the first pretty clear. The first is probably the clearest round. No, I'm lying to you. I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. Third was definitely the clearest round. But these things happen, man. This is the point here. I don't want Quill to stop rapping. I would want Quill to be back in battle rap pretty soon. Just get right back to it. No reason not to be. Quill's too electric. He's too good. He's too fire. He can't just be left to fester and not be involved in battle rap. He's you know, battle rap has been doing better as Quill's got more involved and it's more exciting. This is now when we talk about the Shorty Horror match. I know it seems a bit weird to say that after Jem beat Quill, but now Quill's a bit of a Freemason, and Quill has always been a bit of a Freemason. He's always been around everywhere and battling wherever that he wants. So maybe give him a few battles. Maybe the Rookie vs Vet card probably happening next year, where, you know, Quill vs Reverse. Then organize couple of other battles. Say, here, you want Shorty Horror, win these 3. There you go. You get Shorty Horror 2025. I wouldn't see why not, and I think he would probably take the chance on that. But yeah, good event through and through. Just unfortunate title match, and I'm still gutted about Emerson Kennedy. Of all the people to have a bit of a bum performance, and that's the event. As I was saying at the start, salute, don't flop. The event definitely had don't flop energy. Definitely had a don't flop energy, and it's back on the map now. Now there's more competition on who's the top 1 league is exactly what we're needing, because the competition makes greatness. So we need the competition. We need people competing to get the best outcomes, the best battles. We need it. I'm still mad about Emerson Kennedy, man. Is what it is. Salute Crow on that one. That's a big W. I'm proud of you, my boy. Let's go. Yeah, Cammygbr. Subscribe to the channel. You know what to do.
Anytime you need me, girl, you know I'm by your side. And I know that you know that I can make it right. I feel just how you